Hello friends, this week's contemplative video is on authenticity versus pretentiousness. What we find when we study mystics is that they tend to be authentic or real at the expense of being inauthentic or pretentious. Being inauthentic or pretentious is, let's say, pretending to be holy and spiritual when one isn't, versus being authentic is being what one is in the moment. And arguably, the mystics are not necessarily acting out in destructive psychological modes to be authentic. They are just simply being a real person, and oftentimes that real person can easily be mistaken for just another person when in fact the individual is mystic. Now, another way of looking at authenticity is to look at pretentiousness. And we recognize pretentious behavior in somebody who might be meticulous in their spiritual outfit or their wearing of religious garb and religious practices and behavior, but they may not be a genuine mystic. In fact, very few priests of the various religions are mystics, and yet they're all well practiced at being holy, or at least pretending to be holy. And as a matter of fact, one of the common phrases that we find, in a sense, in the back room of the priesthood is, if you're not feeling holy, well then pretend until you are. Now this is the formula for pretentiousness, but an authentic individual cannot get, or an individual cannot get to being authentic if they're well practiced in pretending. So we would find pretending to be holy at odds with being authentic. So what we would find when we're looking for mystics to study is we're not going to find people who are pretending to be holy, but people who are authentic. And they may not be well practiced in spiritual behavior or spiritual costumes, although they may wear spiritual costumes. So some of the mystics were, in fact, priests, but Saints Francis of Assisi and John of the Cross and Teresa of Avila come to mind. They were part of the Catholic priesthood, but they were not known for impeccable religious costumes and religious behavior. So when we're looking for authenticity, we're not looking for religious behavior and religious costumes. What we're really looking for is people who manifest the fruit of the contemplative life, and those fruit are going to be in manifesting the charisms, such as out-of-body experiences and altered states of consciousness and insight and so forth, and including, they'll also, as referencing last week's contemplative video, they're also going to observe a fairly ethical lifestyle. Okay, friends, so if you're interested in becoming a mystic, then work on being authentic and work on avoiding pretending to be holy, especially when you're not. Thank you, and have an excellent contemplative week.